Hey, what's up guys? We're back with another Darkcraft video. Now, a lot of things have changed, and I have a lot of things to say right in the beginning, right now, at this current moment. As you can see, I'm switching. You see? Pickaxe, shovel. So, listen, first thing, I have a lot of new subscribers now, 65. Now, you guys might be saying, oh my god, so new subscribers. I have 200,000. Well, you know what? I'm glad I have 65, because you know what? I have awesome subscribers. They're always like, oh, nice video, man, all that good stuff. And you know what? It really makes my day. So thank you guys. Also, a lot of things have changed since we were last on Darkcraft server. I did make a video a few days ago, and it was an amazing video. So, oh my god, and it failed completely. The recording was bad and everything, and I tried to fix it, and it didn't work. And I think that it might work, but it will work in maybe like a week or two. So I decided, hey, I'll remake the video, and if it works again, I'll have a link right above me, right here on the screen, or in the description. That's where it's going to be. And it's going to be an unlisted video, so it's not going to come up as any of my videos. It's just going to come up as a video that you people will watch now, if you would like. And yeah, so let's get on to the village. There's my piggy, still there. Now, you might be saying, oh, he might have to go all the way over there to go to the village for people who have seen me before. But no, I don't. I made a tunnel. I have made a tunnel. So now, no more long waits. For now, I have a tunnel. And by the way, this goes to my nether hub for anyone who's new. And also, again, to people who are new, go on to the first video. And that's pretty much a tour of the entire place. So yeah, in this video, the thing we're going to do is we are going to fix up the building. Now, I did divide it into rooms and make like a small pathway. That's pretty much as far as it went. And I have a story to tell as well. Let's go straight here, and boom. In the village. Now, you just heard some note blocks. That means the lights went on. Oh, and forget this. I helped Dark on something, and he gave me a few things. Oh my god, there was a zombie in here. Yeah, who cares? All these guys are okay, but these lights that you see, they go on a daylight sensor that I have over there. Yeah, over there, and I inverted it. Over there we had some problems with lava, some difficulties, and this is the building I'm trying to make. Now, I have to talk to Dark, and he said that he will start a building over here, and we're going to make a city going down through there. So, up here, I made 2 different rooms. I separated them. By the way, the villager died. How you doing, Dark? He just got on, and he died. So, let's go back up here. And, oh, what the hell is that? I don't have... Ooh, taking you down. Get some of that KO. What you got, bruh? Can't handle the skill. So I made this pathway, very not organized, kind of like. Over here, this is going to be Dark's room, so I'm not going to do anything in there. And over there, that's going to be my room, so I got to arrange it, make it all beautiful and pretty. Yes. Oh, I have very little fences. Just thought of that. So I want to spruce this place up a little bit, and I also want to speak. Oh, look who's over there. Do you see him? Shh. Look at him. He's making his building. As we watch, we see Supreme Indian, also known as Dark Power, making his building. So, yeah. I want to have, like, little places where people sit down here. I am going to need one of these. Yes, I will. So, I want to tell you about Argentina. And I was there not too long ago, and that's why I haven't made any videos for a while. So, yeah. Get some of this wood. Let me tell you about the trip. It was okay being there, but the worst time at the airport I've ever experienced in my short life. Do I want to make it white? Yeah, I'm going to make a little bit of both. So, when I first arrived at the airport, it was, I think, 1 o'clock in the morning. and I was exhausted. And it was 1 o'clock in the morning that time. That's 2 o'clock in the morning at the time over here. And I think it was a 12-hour flight. So we left pretty late, but still. And I was so exhausted. And we had to go through customs and wait for so long. And when we finally got there, I'm like, okay, just a step closer to being home. Well, not home, but where we're staying at least. And yeah, so after that long line that, oh, damn it, the lasted I think like 15, no, what am I saying, 15 minutes? The line was about 45 minutes long. So it was a complete dread to do, and I hated it. So after all of that, all of the waiting, we go up to the guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah. So do you have this paper?" And we said, "No, we don't." He's like, "Oh, okay. Just wait here 1 second. We have a small problem." And we're like, "Oh, sure. Why not? It's not like we're gonna go anywhere." And then his boss comes back, and he's like, "Oh yeah. So you guys said that you didn't have this paper?" And we're like, "Yeah, we don't. We only have the papers that we need and stuff." It's like, "Yeah. We're not gonna let you into the country because you're American and you don't have this paper, this visa." And at that point, I was so pissed, because after all of that flight, I can't go into the country. It was a bad moment. And yeah, so they said, "Oh, well, the thing that you could do is you could log into the computer using internet." By the way, we don't have internet here in this airport. And you could log in, and you could try buying yourself a visa, and you can come into the country, and we'll let you in. But other than that, there will be no way that we're going to let you in. So we said, "Okay, we'll buy one." And there was no internet, so that was another problem. I asked some guy at customs actually let me use his phone so I could connect to the internet, but sadly it didn't work either. So I connected to his phone to connect to my computer. There was no Wi-Fi whatsoever there, so that really sucked. I want to see how I get this working. What do I really want to do here? Okay, let me keep on speaking. So, yeah. So at the end, we pretty much had to use this old computer that another sector of the airport had, and it was running on like Windows 800 or something, like some ridiculous ass old computer. And we logged in and we bought it, and they let us into the country. And it turned out that the boss guy knew the person we were staying with, my dad's friend. So yeah, he still gave us no mercy though. He said the way that he told me that they were not letting us into the country was, rather you're going on the next flight out, or you're gonna have to sleep here, and you can't cross this point. And he made like a line, and you're gonna have to sleep behind that area overnight, and just there alone, and wait until the next day to get on the next flight out. So no matter what, yeah, I would still have to get on a flight out. And that they were no longer responsible for us. So it's like we're stuck there, and we had no cash on us. I mean, we had no money. Like, we had cash. Like, I had 100 euros on me, but nothing other than that. So it really sucked. And my dad, he whispered to me, "Hey, do you think they would let us in if I have a heart attack?" Like, saying that he would like fake it. And I was about to say yes, but they were gonna leave me there probably while they rush you to the hospital. And he said, "Oh, okay, whatever." But yeah, so Then we had the same problem on the flight out. Then they wouldn't let me out of the country. They were pretty much telling me when I got there, oh, so you're flying to the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic is where I live. So I said, yeah, I'm flying to Dominican Republic. I live there. And they said, okay, so do you have your residency with you? And I said, no, I don't have it with me at the moment. And I don't know why I left it. That was the one thing that I left, and the stupidest thing that I left. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay. We're not letting you into the country. And I was like, that's not even your country. What are you talking about? And they said that they were not going to let us in. Well, they weren't going to let me in because I wanted to go to the Dominican Republic. I didn't have... They thought that I was going to go there and as an immigrant and stay there, and that the Dominican Republic would blame the airline and that they would get fined for me staying there and have to pay my taxes or something like that. And simply, they just didn't let me in. So the two options I had was a formal document from my school saying that I am a student in the Dominican Republic and that I do live there, or I would have to buy a ticket to Miami since I'm an American citizen. And I decided, hey, I'll get the ticket to Miami because even if I do get the document, like what happens if they just say, oh, you made this in your computer, oh, this is fake, we need a signature or something with it, then I would just be double screwed because I would have to wait another day. And this was on a Tuesday, so I had school and I already missed a week. So it was just terrible. But I ended up buying the ticket to Miami, and the way that I set it up was after I was here, the way that it was set up was that once I fly into here, the next day I would have a flight out. But I didn't leave, and I just canceled the flight and got my money back. But a usual flight from the Dominican Republic to Miami costs maybe, I don't know, $200, something around there. The one that they sold me, and the only one they sold me, cost $400. And I'm guessing it was 400, but I know for a fact now that it was more. I think it was like 600. I don't know, something ridiculous. And the way that we had to buy it is the lady told me at the check-in, because I had to check in my bag. Yeah, you have to bring you have to buy it through the phone. You have to call them up, and so the people we were with I'm not going in here to drop us off there said, oh, don't worry, we'll just stay here for a while. And thank God they stayed, because if not, we're gonna have to walk home or something. I don't know, but so 1 second. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. I don't want that there. Okay. So they said, oh, we'll go home and we'll call them up and we'll do it. So actually, you know what? That's my timer. 14 minutes are up. So yeah, we're gonna have to continue this next episode real quick. So thank you guys for watching the Broadcast 25. I will have a video up soon finishing the story. And yeah, see you later, guys.